Leo, welcome to your end of July 2021 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. Well, you know what time this is, or soon to be. It's going to be Leo time. It's going to be the sun coming into your sign. There is going to be a full moon on the 23rd or 24th, depending on where you live, and this one is going to be at 1 degree of Aquarius. You're actually going to have two of these suckers. The other one on August 22nd, two full moons in Aquarius, your opposite sign. So pay attention to this, because this is the seventh house for you, and this could have some developments, some major developments in relationship issues. And we'll see if this hints at this in the cards that I pick here. Oh, these cards are pretty thick. This is the top one. I'm going to pick one more card. Okay. Oops. So. The heart of the matter is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to show you so you can see what this card looks like. And so this can be a card of financial mismanagement. This doesn't have to be on your part. This can be someone else. So we're talking about marital issues. If a partner, you find out that they are, a spendaholic, or they've been raiding the bank account or whatever. I mean, it could be one of those things, or just a conflict between you and another person on how you handle money. If this is work related, you may feel that you are working and there's no sense of that kind of like, the word that was in my mind was reward, but that's not exactly what I mean. What I mean is that it's not just about reward. It's about feeling as if you're getting what you deserve. Or it's more like, financial security. So you might feel that whatever is going on is not providing that for you. Now, it's interesting because this may not have to do with work, but inheritances. In the past position, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is connected to inheritance. This looks pretty hazy. This the recording, when I first started, it seemed clearer. This is not my usual camera, so I apologize if it's not as sharp. There was condensation in the lens a while back. I'm glad that I'm able to use it at all. Before, it was completely unusable. But I'm just waiting for my other camera to get its act together. So the Ten of Pentacles can be an inheritance card, and family money. So it's interesting. Family money and Four of Pentacles in reverse. So if you have a sibling who has been mismanaging, maybe that's if you were not in charge of the parents' money, and you find out that a sibling has been doing that, that could be problematic. The other thing about this full moon in your seventh house is it could be a legal matter that comes to your attention, or that has to be brought out because of some kind of problems with maybe this is that, what's going on here, like probate or anything like that. but again, it could be like a spouse. But Ten of Pentacles is a lot of money. So I mean, it speaks about family money. Maybe that was something that you were counting on. If you had a job that you were hoping was going to provide you with the kind of affluence that generational wealth, I mean, that's kind of what the card represents, then you may feel like there's some kind of instability now, or it's not what it was. The number four is a number of foundation and stability. So obviously when the card is reversed, it's indicating that it's not stable. The higher message is the King of Cups. And, oh, I like that starfish. This can be an older male. Sometimes it can be a father, but it's a caring figure in the upright position. Somebody who tunes into you spiritually, psychologically, a counselor of some sort. And if it is a father, maybe this is the higher message. So if this is someone who has already passed and this is their estate, I would say that this is, asking you to remember what this is all about, which is that person, and not get caught up in all of the, because these two cards are pentacles. We have like so much with pentacles here that it makes me feel like maybe there's, and both of these are in the reversed positions. So maybe there is too much emphasis on the material and not enough on what the cups represent, which is love. And, that's kind of, I just want to put this back here so you can see more of what that person's memory was like, and just that the love that is present even when we are having conflict with people around us, that we can still have that sense of respect and love for one another. What crosses you is the Hierophant, and this is kind of what I'm referring to about, turning your back on the spiritual and being too caught up in the world. And, sometimes this happens because there's, it represents something to you. It might represent an injustice, a sense of disrespect. For instance, if this is, let's say this is an inheritance issue, and you were always the black sheep of the family, or somehow you always felt like you were not favored, or there was a sibling who was favored, and they may be the one who is involved with this. That it opens up old wounds, and so it can be easy to kind of fall back into those old patterns of, fighting these old battles. And that is part of the illusion of the world, that idea of I need to like have these people accept me, because that to me is the ultimate. If you're really independent of other people, you don't need them to validate you. And if they are engaging in these kinds of underhanded tactics, a lot of times money is used in that way as a means of control. And so if you can see through that, you can not fall prey to those games that other people are playing. What's coming in is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I'll just show you what this card looks like. And isn't that a beautiful image with those colors? The colors of this deck are so wonderful. So in the reverse, this can be financial dependency. So somebody who is not self-reliant when it comes to finances, and that leaves them vulnerable to the manipulation of other people. And so, not sure if this is related to you, but definitely with the Four of Pentacles, this is giving that kind of vibe. I will say that if a Leo person is actually in this position, it's probably just situational. It's not something that is long term, because as a sign, Leo to me is really good at attracting material wealth. And I think there are multiple reasons for that. I think that you're a natural leader, you're very positive, and you're very consistent, being a fixed sign. So you go after what you want, and you're very confident. But something may have thrown you off your game. And because of that, it's possible that you are doubting yourself, or, an example would be maybe you've come off of a divorce and you don't have the same lifestyle that you had before, and so you feel kind of more vulnerable financially, and now this other issue is kind of cropping up. But if you can stay above the fray and not allow someone else to kind of try and manipulate the situation, you may come out smelling like a rose. And I did pick the outcome card. I picked an additional card because this was in the reversed position, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I'll show you what it looks like. I love those antlers made out of twigs or whatever. That's what that isn't that beautiful? Those colors and the imagery. And she's even got like kind of blue-green eyeshadow. I love that. But this card is really about, in the upright position, the Queen of, there is that nature connection to the Queen of Pentacles, but this is in the reversed position. So this can be someone who might be very, again, I mean, this might be a card of materialism, overspending, the phrase that just came into my mind was not respecting money. So just kind of like squandering resources. And this also includes in the natural world, not having that connection to the natural world. And that's one of the things, it's like, it kind of reminds me of if someone goes on a vacation and they never want to go camping because that's like such a humble activity, and they want to go to a 4-star hotel. Now, a Leo person, they might want to live large and they want to do that. And yet there's such a direct spiritual connection when we connect with nature and sleep under the stars or do something like that. And even though, it might not be that impressive to brag about it on Instagram, but it still has a really positive spiritual benefit. So getting in touch with your connection to nature can help you. If you have, maybe you've been living beyond your means, asking yourself why. Who are you trying to impress? What kind of false images are you presenting to the world, and for what reason? And it's usually going to involve wanting to be accepted, wanting to be admired. That's a big one. When Leo isn't balanced, they need to be admired. Being respected is not the same as being admired. And that's a key nuanced perspective there. So I picked an additional card, and I got the Four of Wands. This is a card of the happy home. Oh, it's really becoming clearer. I like that. The happy home, it's funny that they have like a tent. I was thinking of like a yurt almost, but this is a card of like I would say like even a happy home life, kind of like the Ten of Cups in a way. But wands is fire energy. So when you step into your residence, your where you live, do you feel a sense of joy, or do you feel apprehension? How do you feel? You should be feeling like you're going into a temple or a place of where you feel secure. And if you don't have that, it doesn't matter how much money you have. So that could be what is happening too. If you, if you married into money and you thought that that was going to be the end all be all. King of Cups is like the person, and this might even be somebody around you who's a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, that's a big sign for you, Pisces. That person may actually love you, care about you, and you have chosen the material over the um, emotional, spiritual. And then what remains is like this imbalance with these reversed cards. And this can apply even like with the choice of work that you're doing or service to others. If you're doing it mostly for material gain, it can what it can do. And this was something that I read about that was really interesting, is that when people don't they're not happy in their life, that they will tend to spend more money because they're trying to fill that void. And so then obviously they need that money to support that lifestyle. But if they actually were doing something that they loved, they wouldn't need a complicated lifestyle because they're not escaping anything. They just love what they do. So I think that is so true, you know. So anyway, just things to think about. I hope that you enjoyed this, Leo. Happy birthday, you early birds. And if you'd like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.